Alright, for our next tutorial, we are going to be doing our famous Dragon's Eye, also known as the Eye of Sauron. We call it our Dragon's Eye because neither one of us has really watched The Lord of the Rings, as much as I hate to admit that. That might upset a lot of people, but it is basically just a Dragon's Eye. The materials you're going to need for this particular material are the 3x4, that's what we're going to be doing, the 3x4 pre-cut fabric from Walmart, washable marker, kite string, sinew, and rubber bands. If you don't have any sinew or string, you can go ahead and use rubber bands. Not a big deal, not going to make that big of a difference. Also a yardstick and the fabric. So here we go with our tutorial, and let's hope you guys like it.
Alright guys, check this out. We've got the 3x4 pre-cut already. As you can see, there's a little bit of drawing on there. If you can't, you can't. Awesome. Anyways, basically we have our 3x4. I'm going to fold it from the forend to forend. Right? Doesn't sound right, does it?
Meaning horizontal.
Correct.
And guys, listen, I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of tutorials, unless you're brand new at tie-dyeing. Ours are going to be a little bit different, a little bit silly. We like to have fun. We are not professionals by any means. We've only been doing this since the quarantine. We love doing it. We have a blast. But we are not professional videographers or tutorial artists by any means. So just stick with us, and hopefully you guys will learn something along the way.
Alright, so guys, now that we have it folded horizontally, we go down here and kind of smooth out the edges, make sure that everything is nice and flat and even, crisp and clean. Get some of these wrinkles out. And for my tapestries, I do like to fold them in quarters for any design I can. It means less folding and a little bit more symmetrical design as we go. So, again, I'm going to fold it in half like this. Just grab my end to end. Pull your finger down here to make sure it's cinched tight. And you're just going to fold it like that. Boom, in a quarter. There you go. Bam. So now, after you have it folded in your quarter pieces, if you look down on this side, you should have your two folds. And then on the other side, you should have your one big flat piece, which is going to contain all 4 layers of the product. Alright guys, so today we're going to be using a washable marker. I'm using light green just because it's super light and it kind of blends in with the material, the colors that we're using. If we're doing dark colors, you can use a little bit darker marker, but I always try to do the lightest that I can so I can at least see my line on the material. Alright, so for today, as you see, you need to pay attention to which side you're folding it on and how you're going to do it. Since this is going to be the Dragon's Eye, I know that the way I'm going to have it is horizontal, so I'm going to make sure that I'm drawing my design right here. So, to start out with the eye, we're going to go ahead and take your yardstick, start from this very corner right here, centerpiece, and I'm going to go down about 8 inches, because that's how big I want my eye. When you unfold it, obviously you're going to see that it's going to be 16 inches as far as the full eye circle when you unfold it. Alright? So right now we're just going to draw the outside of the eye. Oh, there goes the end. It's alright. Doesn't matter. And right here I'm just going to take the string, so I'll show you guys real quick. Basically what I do is I always tie a slip knot. So you're going to come around the top, go under. You can see that little hole right there. You're just going to take this little loose piece and shove it down in there. Once you do that and you got the tail, just kind of pull that tight. Makes your slip knot right there. So all it does is allow it to slide. Super awesome, super easy. And you're going to put your washable marker in there like that and then just cinch it down. There you go. So for this eye circle, I always use string and a marker. What you're going to do is find out where you marked your spot at the 8 inches right here. You're going to come down with your string and place it right on the corner. And then just draw your circle.
And the reason why, in case you guys are wondering why it's already drawn on there, is because this is our second attempt at doing a tutorial. On the first one, we did not turn the microphone on. So like I said, we are still very new at this. Hopefully over time our videos will be more professional. But we have had quite a few requests for tutorials, and we have a lot of fun doing it. We have a lot of fun making this stuff, and it's also fun to teach other people. So if you're brand new at tie-dyeing, just realize that it is a lot of work. It is very time-consuming. It is not, unless you're just doing something super easy. But anyways, it takes patience and practice and a lot of concentration, a lot of focus. But it is an awesome feeling when you go to rinse something out and you see something beautiful that you have created. So Anyways, in case you're wondering about the marker, this is take 2, so let's hope this one turns out good. Alright.
Alright guys, so for the pupil part of this, what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take this right here and measure down 1 inch. The reason I do that is so as I'm tying, it allows myself to have enough room for the outside of the color as well as having my pupil separated. Alright. And so for the pupil, basically what I do is I'm going to hand draw it. A lot of my designs I do hand draw. So we're just going to figure out basically whatever kind of shape you would like. If you like a diamond shape, you can just draw a diamond in the quarter piece. If you like a more rounded shape, you can draw a little bit more rounder. Whatever your preference is. But for this one, I'm just going to kind of come down here like this. And again, you guys can already see him basically. Just going to come down like this. And again, personal preference. Bam. Alright, and now you guys can't really see the shape of it, but as you see, we'll be able to unfold it and have all my shapes right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, on all 4 sections of the tapestry. Alright, so now with the folding part. Now that you have all your lines drawn, your shape presented, just like that, what we're going to do is start down here. I always like to start at this end where it has all my pieces of material together. That way when I'm starting out, I know that I have all the layers together. So we're going to come down here and just do your normal accordion fold. This is a personal preference. Again, I don't exactly measure out a ½ inch, quarter inch, whatever, how high I want my accordion fold. I just grab whatever feels good to me. Go ahead and pinch it like that. And you can see how I'm making my even line. You're just going to follow this line all the way up to the end. So we're going to keep going like that. And remember to take your time, be slow, be steady, be easy. If you're more experienced, you can go ahead and fold as fast as you can, as fast as you would like. But I know that when you take your time, it just feels a lot better because you know you're doing the best job you can.
And it's probably going to turn out great.
Correct. The more precision you do and the more time you take into it, the better the artwork turns out. Alright. So if you guys can see right here, I have the pupil right here. You can see the line down the side. So now I'm going to take my little sinew, my sinew stick.
And keep in mind, guys, if you don't have sinew, you can use rubber bands. We know a lot of people are not professionals. You can use rubber bands on this if you do not have any sinew. But sinew comes in helpful because the dye does not bleed through the sinew. So, alright, go ahead. Sorry, my bad.
Alright guys, so where the line is, I like to cross it normally. Leave myself a little tail. So I like to make basically a little cross right here and hold it down behind the line. That way as I'm wrapping it, I can just go ahead, my fingers are out of the way, and do as many circles or loops that I need to while still holding the design. My magic number is 3, so I'll go ahead and do it 3 times, and then cinch it down. And you know you're going to get a nice tight cinch whenever you can sit there and feel all your layers come together.
And again, if you are using rubber bands, just do it as tight as you can, but make sure to stay on the line as precisely as you can.
Alright. And then we're just going to go ahead and do 1 tie. Normally I like to leave myself a long enough tail to where I can do a double tie. The sinew is supposed to cinch itself down and hold tight, but just in case any mistakes happen, I like to go ahead and cover my back. So there we go. We're going to go ahead and snip this. Awesome. And then now we've got just the eye left. So what we're going to do, let's go ahead and start back down here where all my folds are together. And we're going to do the same thing we just did right there. We're going to pinch, pinch, and pinch. And then after a certain point, if it gets a little too rugged or a little too hard, what I like to do is just go ahead and grab it with one finger and pull it to my next material. Just keep doing that, making sure I have all the layers right there. And as long as you pull your material from the top and kind of work your way around it, it's going to keep these pleats in the back, which is going to help you later on. And as well, it helps keep your line centered and straight. I got a little gnome on my shoulder.
Yeah, my little one's creeping behind us.
Yeah.
Being nosy pants.
She's trying to become a star. Get out of my spotlight. Alright, guys.
She does have a TikTok that is very popular.
Very true.
It's what, Supreme1234, right? So check out her page.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Give her a shout out.
Give a shout out to my little daughter, Asha Jane.
Alright. And so, guys, you can see right here, we got a straight line. We're about to the end of this design right here. So we're going to pinch up that last piece. And it sounds like Alexa just turned on in the back. All right. Didn't say Alexa, but, you know, that's fine.
Now you did.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Anyways, again, guys, take your tailpiece. Go ahead and find out where your marking is. Lay it down like that. 1, 2, and 3. Cinch that down right there. Come back over it for the 4th round.
And again, guys, I don't know if I said this already, but we're gonna have fun in our videos. We're not gonna be like plain and boring and blah blah blah. So
Bueller.
if our silliness annoys you, then I'm sorry, but we just like to have fun.
Sorry.
That's the whole. Sorry, not sorry. That's the whole point of this, though, is to have fun, have a good time, laugh, enjoy ourselves. We're not gonna be doing some boring,
maybe
blah 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 tutorial. I mean, we just want to have fun with it. And a lot of the stuff that we did learn from Mr. Tie-Dye. He is the man of tie-dye, okay? He pretty much has a tutorial on almost every single thing. And what we have done is take a lot of the stuff that we have learned from him and kind of made our own stuff. I don't really know how to explain that, like the eyeball tapestry we made on our own. That was very, very famous on TikTok. That's the thing about tie-dyeing is once you get really good at it, you kind of take it and you make your own new original stuff, and that's what we've done. But a lot of our stuff we learned it from him in his tutorials, so check him out too. He's awesome.
Alright guys, so now for the last and final piece of this. As you guys can see, we already have these pleats going all through it. So what I like to do is go ahead and grab from the end of the material. Just kind of pull those tight, just to kind of make sure that they're straightened out and evened. And just go ahead and hold the shape, because we're just going to basically do to follow the shape and design all the way down through it. So come up here, and I'm going to pinch these together and just do your accordion fold all the way down. And again, you can take your time. The more time you take, and you have either more pleats or ridges, whatever you want to call them. You can have a lot more to add a little bit more flavor and flair depending on how you're going to dye it later on. Take the time to make sure that they are even, or as even as they can get. Don't tell me to shush. I'm just kidding.
Hilarious. Just kidding. I was saying the 9-year-old rolling the chair in the background. Shush.
Alright, guys.
Yeah. Well, on take 1 of this video, she did happen to scream out "Mom" at the top of her lungs halfway through. So, luckily, the microphone wasn't on the video, so
alright.
You guys didn't have to witness that, but...
Alright, here we go. Almost down to the last end. Pull these together, the last few. Bam. And guys, also, to let you know, my material, anytime I fold it, is normally going to be pretty damp. What we do is we soda ash it for about 20 to 30 minutes. We put it out in the washer.
You want to explain what soda ash is?
Yeah. So basically what soda ash is the dyes that we use are called fiber reactive dyes, and the soda ash allows the bonding agents to meld and to mix with the material itself. So it's very highly and strongly recommended. Ever since we've started using it, our materials turn out vibrant. They turn out fulfilled with the color, and it just holds a lot better. Yeah,
a lot of people ask us why our stuff is so vibrant and bright and why it doesn't fade, and that is why. However, if you are using a tulip kit from Walmart, you do not have to go to the extremes of soaking it in soda ash. We first started ordering our soda ash from Dharma Trading Company as well, so thought you guys might want to know that little tidbit of information.
Alright, guys. As you've seen, what I did with the tailpiece, well, we'll just go ahead and show you how it's very loose and kind of flimsy, whatever. You can always dye it like this if you like to, but it does make it a little bit easier if you were to tuck it, flip it. Now, when you do dye it, this end piece, your little tip of flares, are going to be this color, whatever you dye it with. So whatever your 6th section is, I always do normally 7 for whether we do rainbow or whatever design we need to. It's going to be a little bit of flare on this end tip, so it'll be double colored around your back end. Alright guys, and that's it. That is the Dragon's Eye Tapestry. Looks like a little duck face, kind of.
Yep, and we will be doing the dyeing portion here shortly. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Also, please like, subscribe, share our page. We are brand new at this. We're just learning, but as many people as we can get watching our stuff, we would greatly appreciate.
Check us out on Facebook, Dye Tying Inc.
Instagram, Erica Ferry, ERIKAFAERY. I'll find a way to list those on the screen. But yeah, check our stuff out, man. All right.